The following video demonstrates how to use Cookbook Plus for daily nutrition accounting, where it's necessary to do a little meal planning and exercise planning in order to ensure that you meet your nutritional goal for the day.
Nutrition Review for December the 6th, 2025. Breakfast. We add fried eggs, fried potatoes, and some bacon for breakfast. Very high amount of fat. 664 total calories. 46% of the calories came from fats. 25 grams of protein. Let's do a little lunch planning. Let's start a new meal. And it's gonna be lunch. And we're gonna have some soup. And we're gonna make it Campbell's mushroom soup. We'll have a can of that. And we're also going to have some milk in that, which is gonna be whole milk. And we'll always use 1 1/4 cups of that. We'll note that after adding just these two items, we're already sitting at a high-fat meal with 415 calories and 54% of those calories coming from fats. We took a quick look at the daily calorie snapshot. It looks like with the two meals, we are going to be only under by 1,093 for the rest of the day. That's not a whole lot. It's all short for supper. I like to go into supper with somewhere between 1,200 and 1,500 calories to go. So, on that basis, I'm going to have to decide not to really eat any more or very much more for lunch. Although, I am planning to do an exercise, and I think that's gonna make a difference. I'm planning on doing an indoor bike ride for 90 minutes, and that should give me 920 calories, which will make a huge difference on what I can eat for supper. But, I gotta do it first. We're gonna update the lunch meal because I had a little more than just the soup. Specifically, I had a banana. And it was 8 ounces. And it also had a little peanut butter to go with it. Creamy Skippy, and I usually have 2 tablespoons of that. So after that tweak, you can see that my meal is now medium fat, 843 total calories, 45%. Of those calories are fat, and 22 grams of protein. Let's open the daily calorie snapshot report. At this point, we have 2 meals logged. We've already consumed 1,507 total calories. Unfortunately, with the BMR 2172, we've only got 665 left for dinner. But that's not nearly enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and pencil in the bike ride that I plan on doing this afternoon. Go ahead and close the snapshot report. And let's open the exercise form. And we're gonna start a new exercise for today. And we're gonna do it here in Middleton. And we're gonna go for an hour 30 minutes or 90 minutes total. We'll cover 18 miles equivalent. Temperature will be 72. That tells me it's on my indoor trainer. And as I predicted, that'll give us 920 calories for that exercise. Let's close the exercise form. Reopen the snapshot. Now, even after logging the 2 meals, we're under by 1,585 calories. That's a big difference. We've only netted 587, and that's because after eating 1507, exercises reduced that by 920. So, again, we have at least 1,585 calories that we can consume at supper time. Let's go ahead and close the snapshot. Let's take a look at the nutrition history report. This report covers the preceding 51 days ending on the 4th. During that period of time, we logged meals on everyone those 51 days. During that period, we averaged 2412 calories every day with an average percent of fat of 36.1%. This includes 363 protein calories or about 91 grams. That's a little short of our goal, which remains at 100 grams per day. During that period, we logged 23 exercises. Their average was 522 calories apiece. For a 51-day spread, those exercises were worth 236 calories every day. Because of the exercises, we ended up netting 2176 on a daily basis. And with our BMR 20,172, that meant we were over by 4 calories every day. Accordingly, the report is estimating that we may have gained 0.06 pounds during that 51-day period. We'll go ahead and close the history report. Let's do a little dinner planning. We'll start a new meal, and, of course, it's gonna be supper. We'll tab over till we get to the ingredients ID column. What we're gonna have for supper is some fish. So let's go with fish, and it's gonna be mahi-mahi. And I think we're gonna go with 6 ounces raw. And on top of that, we're gonna have some rice. And we're gonna do jasmati with oil. Have a cup of that. And we're gonna have some lama beans. So that's beans. I gotta find the llamas. They're in here somewhere. And we're gonna do at least a half a cup of those guys. And I'm sure that with the fish, we're gonna have some tartar sauce. Probably 2 tablespoons usually. And with the lima beans, I'm usually gonna put some butter on those. Probably a half a tablespoon will do it. I'm gonna have to take a quick look at the meal status. It's very low fat so far. 598 calories at 28% fat with 41 grams of protein. After adding all those extra items, we'll check out the snapshot again. Now, we can see that although we've consumed 2105 in calories, the exercise offset a lot of that, and we only netted 1185. Because our target BMR 2172, we ended up, at this point, under by 987. That gives us more room for supper if you want, and some room I hope for dessert, which I'm thinking will be German chocolate cake and ice cream. We'll go ahead and close the snapshot. This was the supper that we ended up with. Quick look shows that we actually had some cashews before supper. Instead of rice, we had some baked potato with sour cream and butter. And we had a little bit of apple sauce after we had our cake and ice cream. The meal was very high fat with 1333 calories. 47% of those came from fats, and we picked up 55 grams of protein. We'll open the daily calories snapshot report. These are the 3 meals we ended up consuming today. Between those 3 meals, we ended up eating 2,839 total calories, very high amount of fat at 46%. Also, we picked up 102 grams of protein. Got in an exercise worth 920. Accordingly, we netted 1919 calories by the end of the day. With the BMR at 2172, we were under by 253 by the end of the day. We'll close the snapshot report. Open the nutrition history report. This report covers the preceding 53 days. During those 53 days, we logged all the meals that we consumed. During that period, we averaged 2,417 calories a day with an average percent of fat of 36.5%. Protein-wise, we consumed 363 protein calories. That's the same as 91 grams. Little short of our goal, which remains at 100 grams per day. During that 53 days, we logged 24 exercises with an average exercise contributing 539 calories. On a 53-day basis though, the exercises were worth 243 calories per day. After factoring in the exercises, we netted on average 2,173 calories every day during the 53 days. Since the BMR is 2172, that meant we were over our goal by 1 calorie a day. Therefore, the report is estimating that we might have gained 0.02 pounds during that 53-day period. We'll go ahead and close the history report, and that concludes Nutrition Review for December the 6th, 2025.